I'm Jesse Thunderwake. In the real estate market right now, it's certainly a buyer's market. And to anyone out there who's looking for a house right now, I wanted to give you a few tips on buying a house with information that I've gathered from horror movies. Number one, if you buy a house that was built on a graveyard, make sure that they moved the bodies and not just the graves. A lot of the time the contracting company will try and save money by dicking you and just leaving a bunch of corpses underneath your house and getting rid of the headstones. And there are a few ways you can spot it. Number one, if you don't have a basement, that could be a bit of a hint. If your basement has a bunch of dead people in it, that would be a bigger hint. Or if the walls bleed and the house talks to you, that's pretty much a dead giveaway. Number two, buy a one-bedroom apartment. You ever seen a serial killer break into a studio apartment and kill a single dude while he's sitting around watching TV and eating macaroni? It doesn't happen. He could get murdered at work, especially if he's an auto mechanic, but he's not going to get killed at home. Number three, when you're looking at a new house, make sure that all of the windows open. Windows are notorious for only opening a few inches so that your supermodel girlfriend can escape, but you've got to stick around behind and take one in the face. Number four, if a house features a collection of medieval weaponry, have a little fucking common sense. Number five, if you must have a swimming pool, keep it drained as often as possible. Okay, horrible occurrences don't happen in drained swimming pools. Unless it's Rob Zombie's Halloween. Fuck. Yeah, actually, just don't get a swimming pool. Number six, make sure that all of the doors are lockable from the preferable side. It's a pretty common thing for doors to lock from a side that's just flat out ridiculous. You're also going to want to make sure that they don't open in ridiculous ways and that you could jam a chair in there and lock it without it just opening the other way and making you feel like a jackass. Number seven, buy a one-story house. For Christ's sake. Number eight, make sure that the breaker box is on the inside of the house and not a few thousand feet away outside where you got to walk out into the woods, especially if you're in an area that rains a lot. In fact, avoid rainy landscapes altogether. Number nine, buy a house in an uptight neighborhood that could never accommodate a decent party. Because as soon as a bunch of your friends want to come over to your new house and throw a party, you end up with a party, you end up with drinking and weed and sex, and those are all just magnets for every escaped convict and deranged psychopath and sadistic redneck and vampire and goblin and slime monster that you can name. And finally, number 10, lakefront property. Stay the hell away, especially if you own a boat. You're just being stupid. For one thing, lakefront property apparently doesn't usually have cell phone coverage for some reason. But more important than that, you start filling a boat up with a bunch of fishing gear to go on your little trip, throw a few hooks in there, a serrated fish gutting knife thing. You're practically putting your face on Craigslist for serial killers. Or as I like to call it, Manson's List.